Is this a scam? That's the topic. For some reason, it looks like this week we've had had to address a few things that has to do with people's personal belief system. Hey, this is Ola coming to you live from myEmpirePRO studios. I'm the creator of 11dayschallenge.com and the author of Smart Real Estate Wholesaling. I have a question here. The question says, is this a scam? That's the topic. For some reason, it looks like this week we've had had to address a few things that has to do with people's personal belief system. Has nothing to do with the business, by the way. It's personal belief system. Personal belief system is the reason why people question real estate. I've taken advantage of the MLM, traditional network marketing industry before. I made some really good money in that industry, especially the online version of it. Digital marketing, I did very well in those businesses, and it was a big thing when people ask, is this a scam? It usually comes from people's family members and stuff like that. And you would think it's because it's MLM, because it's easy to kind of classify as Ponzi schemes. It's just one of those pyramid thing. And you would think that it's just limited to that industry, because that industry does involve a lot of stuff that's shady, that makes people question it. But the truth of the matter is that I've always known that people that are skeptical are just skeptical. That's just what they are. They're just skeptics. That's what they are. It doesn't matter what industry, it really doesn't. It could be like literally the toothpaste that they're gonna brush their mouth with. They question everything. They think everything is a scam. When you show them a trial for $10 trial and then $97 per month after that, I'm throwing shade right now. They basically completely ignore the fact that you're showing them, right? And then they question everything that's of value, and then it's a mask. After you've been around for a long time, I've been around for a long time, since 2004, right? And you start to notice that it's a personal belief system. Has nothing to do with the product, has nothing to do with the system. I've been around for a very long time. It's very hard to come across scams. They do exist, right? They do exist. There are people out here that will deliberately rob you off of your money, but it's usually not the info marketers. It's not the info product creators. Somebody put together work. They put their time and their sweat and tears into putting together programs, educational programs. You can listen, you can learn something from it, right? It's a very good chance they're not trying to scam you. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to come here every day and share my intellectual property and to share it. And yes, you may say, but you're gaining followers. Well, not necessarily. If you look at my channel right now, I'm only speaking to 15 people per day. Those are my 15 core. That's it. I'm talking to those 15 people, and I'm okay with that. But to be okay with that, in spite of watching all around, you can see channels that are growing very fast, and they're probably doing something right when it comes to attracting audience. I'm not worried about that. When it's the right time, I will figure what that is. But I'm coming here, putting my heart and soul into these videos, and these are real experiences, because if it wasn't real experiences, I would have quit a long time ago, right? I do have videos that I've done very well, but again, there's a lot of work that goes into putting this kind of channel together with information. I'm not just talking out of my butt, okay? It's basically real shit that happened. It's real shit that I'm teaching, that I'm sharing. And yes, you're absolutely right. I am benefiting out of this one way or the other, because my skill set, one of my major skill sets, is monetization. And that's some of the things I teach heavily when you go through 11dayschallenge.com. I don't depend on YouTube to monetize. I don't depend on big audience to monetize. Basically, there are special monetization skills that I use. All right. So now I'll say all of this to share with you that people's personal belief systems will basically keep them hostage. Okay. If you believe that everything is a scam, everything will look like a scam. That's just the way it is. If you believe that everyone is out to get you, you will see everyone basically out to get you, and basically what you do is you get yourself, because you can't make no moves because you're afraid that somebody's going to get you. Your fear will get the best of you. So should you walk around town just feeling like nothing is going to happen? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you already know right from wrong. You're not coming to real estate wholesaling or to my channel to learn right from wrong. You already know what's right. And when you see something that's right, you know that it's right. And this has nothing to do with either you're a child or you're old or not. Okay? Has nothing to do with that. So I decided to do that really quick rant so you can put your personal belief in check. If you have to go to Tony Robbins seminars to get through, to have a breakthrough when it comes to personal belief, you have to do that. If you don't do that, you cannot make it in wholesaling, because it will test your faith. You will be tested and you will feel like, oh, maybe you run into a scam. But really, you're scamming yourself, and you haven't really paid attention to the fact that if this was easy, everyone else would be doing it, right? So let me get through this question. Maybe you can really relate to it. The question says, so I just had a talk with my mom and dad. Some of the more people in your life that will trigger your lack of belief are your mom and your dad, okay? Your family members. They're both up there in age and do not understand wholesaling at all. Not one bit of it. I disagree. They know what wholesaling is. What they are questioning is real estate wholesaling, okay? But they know what wholesaling is. They know where the farmers market is. They know where they can go buy cheap stuff. They know how to go to a pawn shop to buy cheap stuff, or a flea, what do you call them? Those shops in upstate New York where you can buy cheap used stuff. They know where to go. They know wholesaling when it comes to that. They just don't know wholesaling in real estate. No, they actually know. They're just skeptic. They're skeptic. They didn't know the idea existed, and now it exists. Like, wow, that makes sense. But no, we're just gonna choose not to believe, right? It's a choice at the end of the day, right? It's a personal belief system, okay? Every time I explain it to my mom, she just keeps saying, watch the news. They're saying scams are everywhere. Even pros are getting screwed. So she's out. So if they watch enough American Greed, they're gonna think, and if they don't have any business savviness, they're gonna think everyone is a scam. That's one of my favorite shows, American Greed. But I have business experience, so I know that most people are not walking around trying to get on American Greed, right? All right, so neither are they deliberately doing it. Most people are not doing that. A few people, bad eggs, yes, they exist. But again, you know right from wrong, and you can tell when people are faking it. You can tell. We all have incredible radar for bullshit. You can tell when somebody's trying to bullshit you, okay? Then I talked to my dad, and he said exactly to me, you don't just walk up to a distressed home and call the owner and then flip the house. Well, no, you don't. They have to be a motivated seller. They have to want to sell because they have a life event that makes them feel like they have to get rid of the property, because the property is a liability for them now. So he's right, but I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to discourage you, okay? That's not how it works. I said, Dad, that's exactly how it works. Nope, he said. Basically, my own parents don't think I can do this. No, it's not they don't think you can do it. They don't think they can do it. Now you have to prove to them that you can do it. But sounds like your own belief system is being checked, because you wouldn't be asking the question if you are unshaken, right? So I want to show them this is real. Can you hook me up with the right people so I can make my first deal happen? You need the right people? No, you need the right information. Go to 11dayschallenge.com and get started, okay? If not, it's cool. I just don't want to be surrounded by non-believers. No, you are a non-believer. And by the way, you can pollute other people that may not be strong enough. That's all I have for you on this episode. If you want to learn marketing for real, you can get this for free. Smart Real Estate Wholesaling. Just go to smartrealestateWholesaling.com. If you go there right now, I'll give you this absolutely for free, Real Estate Money Secrets. All right, those are my books. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. See you on the next one, and peace.